Greetings everyone, Slizzle466 here, and in today's video, we're playing Reno Priest. It's not called Raza Priest, it's not called Razicus Priest. If you're a true wild player, you've been playing from the beginning, it's Reno Priest. Now, it's arguably one of the best decks in the format right now. And the mulligan goes like this. Basically in every single matchup, you want to keep your Zephrys the Great, your Kazakus, your Lorekeeper Pokelt, and your Reno Jackson, and of course your Raza. Now, in some matchups, you don't keep the Reno, typically against a Priest, where you know it's not going to be aggro. And against a Priest, you'd also want to keep Shadow Reaper Anduin. Now, looking at, the good and bad matchups of the deck, the good matchups are pretty much everything, and the bad matchups pretty much don't exist. So that's something to think about. Now, this specific list that I'm running, it does have some tech, so you will see there's a greater healing potion in here. This is sometimes helpful if you don't get the Reno and you are getting beat down by a Secret Mage or a Kingsbane Rogue or a Darkmoon Warlock, just to give yourself a little bit of a second chance. Okay, we'll test for Ward. We'll go here. So you can see in this game, I've been a pretty good player. I have my Kazakus on 4. I've got my Reno ready for when I need it. I've also, basically, I just have to survive at this point. Now, Wave of Apathy is nice. This is also a tech against Darkglare, but it also helps in this specific matchup. If I had my Mass Hysteria, I'd probably play it right now. But what I'll do is I'll test for secrets. So I'll test for a counterspell. There it is. And I think I'm going to go with... this play. We'll go in here. There we go. Now, I don't like to run really hate tech, so I don't like running Eater of Secrets in Reno Priest. You don't need it. You've got Zephrys to do that. I typically don't like running weapon removal either, so that's why you don't see the Gluttonous Ooze in here. Now, in this case, I think I want a Wave of Apathy to buy a turn, to be honest. So let's do the Kazakus first. I'm gonna go for a 5 because I would like to clear that board next turn. Now against aggressive decks, you want to go with the armor. I don't need to sheep things, and I'll take the 5 damage. And this will just save me 7 damage. You'll also notice there's a Mind Render Elucia in here. This is it's just a cute little card. You don't have to have it in there. But it's nice to prey on combo decks. It's nice to steal a Kingsbane if your opponent misplays. It's not in there for the Quest Mage matchup. Quest Mage is pretty much done in the meta. Okay, Penance is a great top deck actually. So why don't we go Hey Loser. Penance. Hey Loser. Seance my Kazakus. And trade it in. And you always want to be thinking about your Spawn of Shadows OTK, so keep in mind that with the Spawn of Shadows and the Shadow Reaper Anduin, every one of your cards is essentially 6 damage. And the Pen Flinger is 7 damage. Okay, so here I do have to do a counterspell test. I know a lot of players say that the net deck only runs 1 counterspell, but I still like to test anyway because not everyone net decks. So I'm going to test with the... I'll test with the Spirit Lash because my health is a little low. Okay. And then because of that, I'm going to go Breath of the Infinite and heal my face. Okay, rigged fair game. Very well. Okay, they draw 4 cards. It's unfortunate. But we have a Kazakus Potion as a nice little counter here. So basically we're just going to try and grind our opponent out until they're out of secrets. Oh, or I could just top deck Shadow Reaper Anduin. That helps. Now I don't have the Raza yet, but now I have the flexibility to start pinging, especially with the Pen Flinger. So even at 2, this is fine. Okay, so there's our Cloud Prince.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Okay, Hysteria's nice. Counterspell does exist though. So why don't we go, do I want to Reno? Probably not. I think I want to go, hey loser. Hit here. Hit there. Okay. And then we go... We go here. And get Fork Lightning. Now, if we're unlucky, we lose to Fireball. No, I don't think we can lose to a Fireball Cloud Prince. It's not possible. Because they played both the Cabal Lackeys already. Okay, there's the spawn. So we're going to go ahead here and trade off this. And out comes the Reno. Okay. And there you go. Didn't even need Raza. Okay, let's try another one. Now, one of the fun things about Reno Priest is because it is so powerful, as long as you're running the yellow cards, and if you're not familiar with the term yellow cards, we're referring to the Highlander cards. As long as you're running those core yellow cards and Spawn of Shadows, Shadow Reaper Anduin, you can pretty much put a lot of fun stuff in and still win a lot. So you might want to run, for example, Nexus Champion Sarad and Confessor Paletriss and have like a really greedy Inspire version. Or you might even want to sprinkle in a Dragon package and you're still going to do fine and hit Legend. Because the power level of Reno Priest is so high that it doesn't really matter what you put in outside of the yellow cards. Now, we're very good at this game because we have the Zeph. We also have a palm reading. Palm reading is absolutely insane. It's absolute fuel for the Spawn of Shadows. Shadow per Anduin combo, but also it just gives you the opportunity to discover stuff that your opponent can't play around. Now, this is typically an indication we're up against a big priest. And so, because I know it's not necessarily the mirror, I'm not going to ramp yet. I'm just going to hold back. If I knew this was the mirror, I would probably slam the Zephyrus down to get the wild growth. That's my phone. But you know, another thing is that I don't have the Polk Helt, so it's not like I'm ramping into anything special. So I'm in a bit of a, you know, I'm just kind of chilling right now, seeing what happens. These are very big priest plays that we're seeing right now though, so probably big priest. Okay, there's House Shadow Visions. Let's just go palm reading. What would I like the most? So again, I want to ping my opponent down really fast, and I think the Whispers of Evil is going to help me do that. Dark Prophecy is not going to help me at all. Now the Zeph is going to help me get a Hex or a Polymorph for when the inevitable Shadow Essence happens. Okay, now we won't get any sort of Hex minion for that, but we have the Shadow Word Pain. So I think what I'll do is, what do I want to, if I was going to Visions, you always have to think, what do you want off the Visions? I kind of want a Seance off the Visions. So let's do the Visions now. I didn't get it, but Psychic Scream's going to be great. Much better than Mass Hysteria. Mass Hysteria kills things. We don't want that. Do I kill it? It's not. If I kill it, they might resurrect a whole bunch of them. I think we just stay as it is. I only want to kill it when they go into their Shadow Essence turn. So this tells me that we're probably going to see a Shadow Essence next turn. And they get the extra effect off the Vargoth, which hurts, but I still think it was correct not to kill the Vargoth then. Okay, so here Vargoth this time has to go. So we're going to see an Essence come down, probably. Or we're going to see multiple Vargoths show up. Or nothing. That's a play too. Very well. I'm just going to tempo this out. Do I want to play Renew? What would I want off Renew? Mind Control, Entomb. Entomb would be nice. Mind Games. Okay, guess what? We're a big priest now. Now let's hope this doesn't pull anything too good. Oh, but it's copies, so we don't care. That's the beauty of this card. It basically has made Yashaj completely obsolete, because the problem with Yashaj is it pulls the minion from your deck, whereas this summons copies. So the only card I really wouldn't want to see, I guess, would be the Spawn of Shadows, because I don't want to somehow kill myself. Now my opponent runs Master Spell as a tech for the mirror match. Right now I'm playing on the NA server, and to be honest, there isn't that much Big Priest over here, at least for me. I find that the most amount of Big Priest I see is on EU. I'm actually currently seeing a 50-50 split of Big Priest and non-Big Priest decks on EU, which is pretty gross, in my opinion. So now I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for the Raza, waiting for the Anduin, or preferably the Pokelt. And if my opponent does anything too crazy, I can just Psychic Scream. Okay, Spawn of Shadows is nice. I think this is just a do nothing turn. Okay, another do nothing turn. I'm surprised they're doing nothing as well. There we go. Okay, there's Reno. They can go back in the deck. I want to save the Zeph for when we see just like a single Scrapyard Colossus come down. Here we go. So that, I'm happy to Hex. Okay, so we'll go here. We may not get the Hex. Mind Control. That'd be nice for next turn. Okay, we're at 10 cards. Why don't we go... Go here. Order doesn't matter. Okay. That is an interesting play. Okay, this Ray's dead. Can we get another Zeph? We can. Okay, do I get a Hex this time, please? No. Wonder if it's because I played Wave of Apathy. I'll go with Faceless Manipulator. Or I could take another Mind Control. I could just keep stealing their stuff over and over again. That would be pretty cute. Let's do that. Hello, Psychic Scream. Okay, so we're definitely going to Scream this board. Why didn't they heal a minion? It's very silly of them. There's Raza. Okay, so they can go away. That's poor Celt. So why don't we go poor Celt Raza. Now they are packing 13 damage towards us. However, I'm sure they're going to trade. Very well. Interesting. Oh, excellent play by our opponent. That's great. Okay. We're ready to start pinging. I'll take that. Now we're just on the attack now. Everything's online. We're ready to go. Ooh, what to steal? Doesn't look like I have lethal. But I think I need to mass hysteria. That would be a good idea. So let's go there. Okay, we will get rid of that. Play this. Go for a 10. Give me mass polymorph, please. I'll take damage. There it is. We got it. And you go away. So they're digging for more resurrect effects. They're going to be very disappointed though. Okay, so we go ping up here. I don't see lethal. 6, 12. 18 lethal, right? 3, 6, 10.
Are you afraid of the dark?
There you go. I may have even had lethal the previous turn and I missed it. But now we found it. So yeah, I know Secret Mage and Big Priest are two of the most despised decks in the meta, but if you want to beat them, just play Reno Priest and all your problems will be solved. If you want to try out this specific build, you'll find the deck code in the description below. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and until next time, stop calling it Raza Priest, and I hope to see you again.